All right, let's talk about the launch of GPT-5. It was a huge deal, but things didn't exactly go to plan. In fact, a bit of a user backlash ended up giving all of us, well, more power and a lot more choice.
Okay, so what exactly went down? GPT-5 drops, and you'd think everyone would be thrilled, right? Well, not exactly. The reaction was kind of surprising. Even though the new model was, super powerful, a lot of people felt like something was missing. Like in the process of making this one model perfect for everyone, they lost a little bit of the magic. And that's where the real pushback started, especially from the die-hard users. They said the new model just felt a little flat, impersonal. It didn't have that spark, that panache they'd grown to love in the older versions. It was powerful for sure, but the personality was gone.
So yeah, this all added up to a pretty rocky launch. And at the heart of it all, users were asking for something really simple. They just wanted a choice.
You have to understand, OpenAI's original idea was actually pretty cool, at least on paper. The plan was to have one single, brilliant model that would just figure it out. You throw anything at it, a simple question, a huge research project, whatever, and it would automatically know the best way to handle it.
The best way to think about it is like driving a car, right? Most people are totally fine with an automatic. The car does the work, you just press the gas. It's simple, it's efficient. But then you have the enthusiasts, the people who love driving stick shift. They want that control. They want to be the one choosing the gear for maximum performance. And that's pretty much the exact same situation that happened with GPT-5.
And here's the good news. OpenAI actually listened, which is huge. They took all that feedback and rolled out an update that puts the control back in our hands. Not only do you get more say over the new model, but they even brought back some of the old classics that everyone was asking for.
Okay, so what does this new toolkit actually look like? Let's get practical and break down the new choices you have with GPT-5.
So instead of that one-size-fits-all automatic mode, you now get this whole menu. 5 different modes to pick from. And each one is built for a different kind of job, so you can pick the right tool for whatever you're doing.
All right, let's look at what's what. Auto mode is basically your default setting. It's that automatic transmission we were talking about. Good for most things. If you just need a super quick, simple answer, you'll want to flip it to fast. But when you have those really tough questions, the ones that need some serious brain power and maybe even a web search, that's where thinking mode comes in. That's the new heavy hitter.
Now, about that super powerful thinking mode, there is a little catch. You get 3,000 messages with it a week. Now that sounds like a lot, but if you're a power user, you could burn through that. So you gotta be a bit strategic, Save that top-tier reasoning for the problems that really, really need it. Okay, that covers the new GPT-5 modes. But what about the old favorites, the classics, everyone was asking for? Well, let's talk about how you can get those back.
And here it is, the one everyone was waiting for. If you're a fan of GPT-4o, you're going to be happy. It is officially back. For all paid subscribers, it's sitting right there in the main menu. No hoops to jump through, just one click and you're using it.
But wait, there's more. What if you want even more of the older models? Well, they're there, they're just kind of hidden. But don't worry, it's super easy to unlock them.
Seriously, it's this simple. You just go into your ChatGPT settings, find the toggle that says Show Additional Models, and flip it on. That's literally all you have to do.
And once you flick that switch, boom, your menu just got a lot bigger. You'll suddenly see a bunch of the legacy models appear. We're talking GPT 4.1, some mini versions of 4.0 and 3.0. And this also adds the Thinking Mini model right to the list, so you have this entire arsenal of tools at your fingertips.
Okay, so this menu is a great fix for right now. But you have to know this is just a temporary step. It's pointing towards something much, much bigger that OpenAI has in mind.
And that bigger idea comes straight from the top. OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, basically said it himself. The end goal isn't just picking a model from a drop-down menu. The real solution is letting you customize the AI's style a lot more.
So what does that actually mean? It means the future isn't about choosing a tool, it's about crafting a personality. Just imagine being able to tell ChatGPT, hey, be a little more sassy today, or I need you to be super nerdy and technical for this, or literally whatever you want, and it just becomes that for you. That's the long-term vision.
And that just leaves us with this one big, kind of mind-bending question. As we get all this power to mold our AI into exactly what we want, a perfect mirror of our own style, what does that do to our relationship with it? I mean, will an AI that can be anything you want it to be actually be a better AI for all of us?